Okay, I'm not going to do a deck tech with this one. I'm just going to kind of jump straight into the gameplay for it. Since I am starting to do my gameplay stuff, my deck techs at the end of the videos. I actually don't think anyone's watching. I'm on the... oh, nope, never mind. I'm going to make sure that I'm correct. Cut everything out before this. Yeah, we're good. I am on the draw in match 1 versus Moral Panic, huh? That, I would love to know the reasoning behind that username. I love that. This hand has a Tamiyo in it. I think I'll keep just off the strength of that. I can Endurance in a pinch if I need to. I tried saying pitch and pinch at the same time. Basic Island Pass. Brothers War variant on top of that. That's interesting. All right, I don't think I needed another Noxious Revival. This deck is base green-blue, so I will be grabbing a Breeding Pool here. Just playing out my Tamiyo, no need to do anything else here. Flooded Strand Pass, huh? Okay, a land was a pretty good pickup. So this means that I can flash in an Endurance if I need to now. Assuming that I, you know, cast Mox Amber on my second main phase and that Tamiyo survives. Which Tamiyo is generating a clue here. Now they fetch. Interesting. Just 2 basic islands, huh? Yeah, I'll take a counterspell on Mox Amber. That's fine. Got another one right here. No need to rush. Tamiyo's probably going to win the game on her own, as she does. I'm going to draw a card first and use the information from that card draw to inform what I will bin off of this Scalding Tarn. I could grab Commercial District here. There's not really a good reason for me to, other than preparing to land a Song of Creation. Which I suppose wouldn't be terrible. Do I want Grape Shot? Nah, I think I can keep that in my graveyard. That's fine. Okay, so now I've got Malevolent Rumble. I don't think I need to fire that off quite yet. I'm just going to swing with my Tamiyo. And they're consulting the star charts with 3 lands in play. Yeah, you got it. Honestly, I don't really think I need to do much here. I think Tamiyo's just going to continue to draw me cards. And yeah, I don't need a Mox Opal. I'm just going to grab Mishra's Bauble. Play my Shifting Woodland untapped. Play my Mishra's Bauble here. And I will continue to just draw cards. Seems like my opponent might be mono blue. If they are mono blue, then they're going to have a very difficult time answering this Tamiyo. Yeah, let's just keep attacking with Tamiyo. This is great. There's a meme out there somewhere saying that every Magic player loves drawing cards. Usually I'm against it because usually I'm playing Lantern Control. But, you know, today I like drawing cards. I'm going to go ahead and land this Emery if it will resolve. And if it doesn't, I don't think that's that big of a deal. Subtlety on Emery. Yeah, that's fine. I'll put it on top. If I want to ambush this Subtlety in combat, I could with this Endurance. Oh, they grabbed a basic Swamp, huh? Okay, so the heroes kicking consult the star charts now. They get to look at the top 5 cards of their deck. Choose 2 of them. This is their first real card advantage of the game. Yeah, let's just go ahead and eat this for free. And zoop. Does this resolve? It sure does. Manum, delicious Subtlety. I think the hero was a little bit aggressive with that consult the star charts. And now I am going to land this Emery, maybe. And I'm just going to start drawing so many cards that it's just not even going to matter. Let's see if I can get a land here. I did. That's fantastic. Do I want to flip Tamiyo or no? I don't think I do. Oh, I could have attacked with Endurance. I'm sorry, I'm just not used to creature combat. This is just so weird. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to flip Tamiyo. I think I'm just going to keep her like this. The hero has been to Spell Pierce, probably a smart move. Okay, do I want to sacrifice my spawn to draw a clue here? I have another Surveil land in the deck in the form of, what, Hedge Maze? Yeah, I think I will. Found myself a stomping ground. Oh, they're flashing in 𝗟𝗟𝗡 on top of this. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. They're gonna get a free card draw off of it. I don't need a Pact of Negation. Oh, I found Song of Creation, so I could go off here if I wanted. Do I want to? I don't think it would hurt. I think first I am going to attack with my various creatures. Yeah, this is when an opponent searches their library, so it's not going to get bigger right now, I think. The hero floated mana and then activated a Scalding Tarn. Don't know what's going on here. That is a flashed in subtlety. You know what? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. They're going to eat the Tamiyo. I don't really have a way of making Tamiyo flip right now, so I'm just going to take it. They took a little bit of damage as well. Just going to go ahead and drop second Tamiyo. And I think I'm going to make an attempt to hide this Song of Creation from my opponents. Yeah. Oh, I should have cast Mistress Bauble off of Emmri. That's exactly why I did that in my main phase, is so that I could recast Bauble. I just forgot to do it. They could activate Field of Ruin here. Make 𝗟𝗟𝗡 a little bit bigger. I think I'm actually going to fizzle this. I'm going to make this into a copy of... probably Mox Opal. And now it is no longer a non-basic land, it's a Mox Opal, so Field of Ruin will fizzle. If this ability resolves, that is. Great. Now I don't get to search my deck. Ooh, they're getting spicy with the 𝗟𝗟𝗡s and stuff. I think I am going to block it. Oh, they're ninjutsuing in a Kaito off of that, huh? Yeah, you got it. So Subtlety's back in hand now. Gonna take a second to address chat here. Hello, Crash and Tuck. It's nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. I might have considered Counterbalance at one point. I think that might be too much sauce, honestly. There's a lot of stuff in the format that is more expensive than 1 drops and 3 drops. And I don't know if I want to be diluting my deck a lot with stuff like that. It would be really interesting to develop some sort of hard lock situation. But I think if you want to be doing that, then you need to be playing Sensei's Divining Top, honestly. And that kind of makes me want to play Pre-Fire with Counterbalance. I could see Counterbalance in Lantern in Pre-Fire because that deck plays more variety in their mana values, and Pre-Fire Lantern is, or at least the one that I played, is blue anyway. So I would be interested in that. Just probably not in Modern, unfortunately. All right, I'm just going to continue on with my day here. Oh, that is an Engineered Explosives. I could set that on 2 if I really wanted to. I don't know. I am going to be attacking Kaito. I have protection for this Tamiyo if I really need it, in that I can make it flip. Oh, Wan Shi Tong blocking Tamiyo, huh? No? Alright, that's fine. Do I want to try and just win here? I mean, the Grape Shot's already in my graveyard. I don't have that much going on. I could keep drawing cards all day if I really wanted to. Or I could just attempt to win. So I think I am finally in attempt a win mood. Got a decent chunk of mana. I've got a Mishra's Bauble in the graveyard. I've got 4 0-drops in my hand. And this is really going to test my opponent's interaction. Oh, that just resolved. So I am going to Noxious Revival. Probably target Mox Opal. That was pretty good. All right, now I'm going to Noxious Revival target Grape Shot. Double Mox Opal draw, that's pretty good. Like, I could have continued to play this little dirtling game. Like, that would have been fine, I guess. I just didn't want to. I wanted to do something powerful. Like comboing off. My opponent had tapped low and, you know, figured it was just a good time to do that. I am going to keep this Mox Opal. Thanks for asking. And I am actually going to Grape Shot my opponent right now. Oh, do they have a Spell Snare? Yeah, they get to counter 1 of the Grape Shots, I suppose. That's fine. So now I get to put Grape Shot back on top of my deck. cast another Mox Opal. And Grape Shot them again, I guess. Awesome. That was great. So in that game, I just threw stuff at them that they could kind of barely handle with the fair plan of Emrys and Tamios and stuff. Honestly, not even playing properly, not even playing correctly. But the deck was just so strong that it didn't matter. And then when I felt like winning, I just won the game. That felt really good. That felt very nice. I'm gonna take a second to talk to chat about it. And yes, I could have gone for it earlier. Yeah, I could have gone for it earlier if I really wanted to, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to kind of durdle around for a little bit because that's just how I like playing Magic. My cat is running around the house. I think he just pooped. Sir, what are you doing? Do you hear him just causing trouble? This is a normal league. I will not be doing any practice room stuff on stream. If it's on stream, then at bare minimum, it's a league. Usually a league. What do I want to bring in against blue-black control? Probably this pile of Veil of Summers. That seems pretty good. And what do I want to take out? Pirate Spellbomb seems mid. Haywire Might seems mid. Engineered Explosives honestly seems mid. Mistrized Village seems pretty good. I could bring those in over, say, a Commercial District. Although a Commercial District is a mountain and a forest. So maybe I could cut, like, I don't know, like a couple fetch lands, I guess. Maybe a Misty Rainforest and like a... Nah, I think Commercial District, honestly. And then what else do I side out? I guess I'll side out like a Pact of Negation. No, that seems pretty good. I don't think I want to side that out. I'm going to side out a Noxious Revival. Not sure if that's correct or not. I did get this list from a video on Bryant Cook's channel, Bryant Cook of the Epic Storm. And I'm sure he has a sideboard guide for this deck on his channel somewhere. I just don't have it. This hand does not do much. I think I'm going to mulligan it. I will keep this, and I'm going to bottom a Mox Opal. I'm going to keep this on the strength of turn 1 Emry. Scalding Tarn Pass, huh? Stomping Ground is not a great pickup for me. I'm just going to go Mox Opal, Mishra's Bauble, Island Emry. Have fun with that, Yuki. Thanks for stopping by. Also, happy birthday again. It was Yuki's birthday yesterday. Everyone say happy birthday to Yuki if you want to. Ah, Emry elicits a response from Moral Panic. Is this going to be a Stern Scolding? No, it's going to be a Mystical Dispute. And just like that, my hand has collapsed. Not much else going on right now. I might even cycle this Mishra's Bauble. Wow, into Orcish Bowmasters, huh? Yeah, you got it. I am officially in trouble, kind of, actually, especially with that additional land as a draw. Don't like that. I have a Veil of Summer. I might need to focus on attempting to combo off now. Honestly, I have half a mind to just crack this Scalding Tarn so that I can get in underneath of a Wan Shi Tong. I think I'm just going to hold it open. I'm not going to do anything. I don't have to crack the fetch land. Falling to 15 here. Shifting Woodland is a good pickup. Maybe ran that out a little bit too quickly. This list only has one basic island in it for basic lands. I think a basic forest might have been good somewhere in there. And that's a Song of Creation. It might finally be time. Although I can't protect it with a Veil of Summer, can I? That makes me kind of want to just grab Hedge Maze here. I'm going to bin the Urza Saga. I think it's a little bit too late for that. Really afraid of the hero just running out this Field of Ruin on me. I wish I had like a basic forest in the deck. Oh, well, I actually can't protect this, can I? Because the Hedge Maze is tapped. Yeah, no response. And I have nothing to search for. That hurts. That hurts a lot. They've just kept the card on top of their deck here. I'm going to fall to 8. Still taking 3 a turn from this Orcish Bowmasters and its Orc army. Well, there's not much of a difference between 8 and 7 right here, is there? I will grab... Oh, I'm all out of... Right, because I sat it at the commercial district. Okay, well, I have a Tamiyo. I'm not going to pay 2 life for that Stomping Ground. I am instead just going to drop Tamiyo and see what happens. Mystical Dispute, huh? Yeah, I'm not going to pay for that. Oh, are they flashing in a Wan Shi Tong? Nope, that's a Consult the Star Charts. Looking at the top 4 here. Side Salad, I had a pretty bad league this morning. Kind of crashed out a little bit. And I had to go get my wife from work anyway, so she's doing fine. She's in her bedroom. She's taking her afternoon nap. I am starting on a new deck now, and I actually kind of like this. I'm still learning how to play this, so my play is not going to be perfect. No, who am I kidding? My play is not perfect regardless. I make a lot of mistakes. All right, land for the win. It is a Mistrais Village. That means that I can actually cast this Song of Creation if I really want to. I can tap this for red, this for green, that for blue, that for blue. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pact this. I'm really hoping that this resolves, because then I would use Veil of Summer to draw some additional cards. Oh, they're gonna Orcish Bowmasters me in response, huh? So that would put me to 3. Veil of Summer, if I cast after the Song of Creation, would go on the stack, and then I would get 4 pings and I would die. So I do actually need to do this now before Song of Creation hits the battlefield, unfortunately. So now Veil of Summer will resolve. I drew a 0. Wow, that's really lucky. And I do need to get a little bit lucky to win this. Just a little bit. Just a lot, actually. Quite a bit lucky. Looks like the stack is resolving. So now I have a Song of Creation. I have Veil of Summer protection. There are 2 Orcish Bowmasters in play, which would normally deal me lethal damage, but Veil of Summer protects me from that. I'm going to draw 2 cards off this free Mox Amber. I am going to have to play Misty Rainforest, grab a Breeding Pool, go down to 1 life, so that I can shock in, so that I can play this Emery that's in hand. And this Emery will, unfortunately, just probably straight up immediately die to Orcish Bowmasters. All right, second land drop for the turn. Thanks, Song of Creation. And I need to hit a string of 0s. Let's see if I get lucky here. Double Veil of Summer. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm going to concede. That stinks really badly. Oh, I hated that. Okay, well, my plan kind of got dismantled. I didn't have enough resources to go off, and I just died. It happened. Maybe I could have played that a little bit tighter, but I think it was perfectly fine. I like that they have Field of Ruins in their deck, honestly. That's really interesting. Do I want to make any changes based off of what I've seen with the Orcish Bowmasters and the Mystical Disputes? I don't think so. I think I kind of want to just keep everything as is. Veil of Summer beats Orcish Bowmasters pretty handily. I could bring in Pyrite Spellbomb. What would I bring it in over? Don't know if I want to be signing out Pact of Negations. I think I'm just gonna... I could bring in Mind Collapse. That's a free way to deal with the Bowmasters. But it's dead if there are no creatures on the battlefield. I think that's okay. I am going to side out. See, I don't really want to be siding out any 0s. I think the Endurance can probably go. Like, that's there to be a fair piece of interaction and be like a fair creature. It's also there to prevent me from decking myself. This hand has a decent chunk of zeros in it. It doesn't have an engine, and it basically dies if this Malevolent Rumble doesn't find anything or whiffs or something. I think I will mulligan to try and find something a little bit more powerful than that. Hand instantly punished. I will keep this. I'm going to bottom one of the bob. Actually, no. What am I doing? What am I doing? Grape Shot is in hand. Bottom that. All right, we both mulligan to 6. I am going to shock in a Breeding Pool. I am going to play out this Mishra's Bauble. Yeah, I'll play out Mox Amber too. And I'm going to start getting my first engine going. Flooded Strand, they are fetching. Watery Grave, huh? Is this a Thoughtseize? It's a Fatal Push. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I should have played out my second Mishra's Bauble here, huh? Kaito Bane of Nightmares on top of the hero's deck. Okay, so I found a Shifting Woodland. That means that I can Malevolent Rumble, try to find my next piece of power here. Or I could just find Stone Cold Nothing. I think this is actually a Mox Opal. And I will play out Mox Opal, and I'm going to play out this Mishra's Bauble as well. So this means that Shifting Woodland can now become a copy of Emery. If I draw a mana source at any point. But I would need the Mishra's Bauble to stay in play because Mox Opal is one of my mana sources. For purposes of doing that, I think I'm going to take a natural draw and see what I hit. I hit another Rumble. Okay, let's fire that off. I would love something else to do here. Something like an Urza Saga. Ooh, a Song of Creation. Song of Creation worries me. I kind of want to give them 2 targets for this Field of Ruin. So in case one gets blown up, I have a backup. So yeah, I am going to take the Urza Saga. And I'm going to play that as my land for turn. Plus, putting the Song of Creation in the graveyard means that I can just copy it with Shifting Woodland. Oh, they're on 2 cards. Oh. They're on 2 cards. Or 2 lands, I mean. Does this change how I want to be doing things? I drew a Veil of Summer. How much mana do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I really want to be doing anything right now? Or do I want to just sit tight, use Veil of Summer to protect my constructs, and distract them even further? I think I'm going to do that. Oh no. Yeah, they're in trouble. I don't even think I'm going to crack Mishra's Bauble now. I think I'm just going to make the construct and pass. That's a Pact of Negation. Yeah, they're just letting me do this. Fatal Push on one of the constructs. That's pretty good. Just gonna grab a Mishra's Bauble, I suppose. Oh, I can't do it the way that I wanted to because I tapped wrong. I should have sacked a spawn to, make constructs, I think. Now I don't have the green, so if my opponent draws a land, which fortunately they didn't, then they could have blown up my Shifting Woodland. But they didn't. I'm never punished. Oh, I just naturally have Song of Creation, huh? I actually don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to attack. Oh, they've got an Orcish Bowmasters, huh? I think that's fine. Pinging down a spawn. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to continue holding everything up. Nothing still, huh? Do I want to cycle off my baubles? Upkeep Veil of Summer? Or maybe even upkeep Shifting Woodland, copy the Song of Creation in my graveyard? What does that look like? I suppose I could pop the Mishra's Baubles and just let everything resolve slowly and take my time and just see what happens. Oh, I should have popped the other Mishra's Bauble. Dang it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I skipped through it too quickly. That's another Shifting Woodland. Yeah, I think it's time. I'm gonna have this Shifting Woodland become a copy of the Song of Creation in my graveyard. That's great. Okay, now I can play another Shifting Woodland, and I can lead on... Well, actually, first I can attack. Okay, that's great. Now I am going to start doing things. And I don't mind giving them a bunch of Orcish Bowmaster tokens right now. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna always yield to that. I can play a land if I want to, and I think I will. I'm gonna go fetch a basic island. Oh, Hedge Maze. I don't have a basic island in there. I don't know where that went. Maybe I threw it in the bin at some point. Definitely don't want that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cast this Mox Amber. Draw some more cards. And I found the Grape Shot. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you have that Spell Pierce. Sorry. You have something else? The Force of Negation, maybe? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I am in a little bit of trouble here. I need to find another Mox Opal at some point. Definitely not like that. I would love the ability to get this Tamiyo down, but I'm pretty sure I have burned all of my land drops. I have, but fortunately, I just drew a Mox Opal for no reason. My stuff can't be countered. How many Mox Opals do I have? Really need to think about this. I have one in hand, one in the graveyard, one in play. I can actually kill them right now, but I need to play my stuff quite carefully. Tapping this Mox Opal for blue allows me to play this Mox Amber, or tap this Mox Amber for mana, so it's kind of the same. But that prices me into casting another Mox Amber immediately, because they're probably going to be putting 2 damage on this Tamiyo. Yep, there they go. Going to keep the untapped one. Tap that. Storm is 8. I need to cast 5 more spells. So Mox Amber is one of them. Going to keep the untapped one, I suppose. And I think as a little bit of insurance here, I am going to put a Pact of Negation on top of my deck. Just in case. I will Mind Collapse their Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, I don't have a mountain, actually. I can't do that. I guess I'm just gonna play an Engineered Explosives for 0. Now I will finally cast Mox Opal. Keep the untapped one, tap it for red. And Grape Shot for exactly lethal. With Pact of Negation pack up. None of these can be countered. The Grape Shot triggered ability, Storm, that can be countered, but, you know, they never had land, so they can't represent Consigned to Memory here. And they give it up, realizing that 1 minute and 36 seconds is plenty of time for me to resolve 4 copies of Grape Shot. Okay, so I feel like I made mistakes with the deck, but I feel like the deck was strong enough to carry me despite those mistakes. Honestly, that felt really good, and I am glad to be playing something a little bit powerful that lets me make mistakes and still carry the game on. I will take it. On to match 2. And yeah, let me see. Yuki, I might play Mill, actually. I just might play Mill. It would be an interesting deck for me to play. I think I might enjoy it, especially with the new Traumatized coming out. I think I might want to try that. And Hydrate or else. Hydrate or else. I'm glad that Bowmasters have been treating you well. Honestly, I might be changing off of Bowmasters, and I might be playing Pyroclasm in the main board of Lantern instead. Pyroclasm and the Meat Hook Massacre and stuff like that. I just want to try out a bunch of different things and see what I want to play, especially in preparation for my trip to SCG Milwaukee, which is in a few weeks. Yeah, that's coming up real fast, isn't it? So we're going to have to see how that goes. And yeah, hosing Boros and hosing Blink, it's amazing. Here, give me a second. All right, I'm on the play in match 2 versus 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘. This is a turn 1 Tamiyo. It's got Urza Saga. Yeah, that's 2 threats. I'll keep it. It's like 5 lands. Kind of sucks, but Tamiyo and Urza Saga are just such strong cards. Oh, we're playing against something else entirely now. Do I fetch the basic island in this situation? Nah. Just gonna go ahead and play my Tamiyo. Domain Zoo doesn't play Thought Seizes. At best, they play Leyline Bindings. They're just gonna try and kill me as quickly as possible, I think. Yeah, Hydrate. Meat Hook does seem pretty good in Lantern Control to invalidate Bombardment specifically. That is actually a piece of tech that I got from Taddy, because Taddy plays Meat Hook in a lot of his lists. So I'm going to actually steal that. And is which deck the one that I'm playing right now? No, the Creation combo is not very high in the meta. Basically what happened is I saw Bryant's Cook of the Epic Storm play this deck, and I wanted to play it myself. I don't think it's particularly like a big part of the meta game. It's just seems like it plays a lot of powerful cards, and it seems like it's pretty fun. After some deliberation, the hero has landed a Ragavan, and we're moving on to the next turn now. And I just rip a Song of Creation. That's pretty good for me. I like that. Just straight up ripped it. Glad that I didn't fetch a basic island here. Oh, I should have attacked. Oh, whatever. Holding back Ragavan is probably fine. I'm still in that Lantern Control mode of you don't attack with things, you just hold them back. They're dropping a basic Plains into what? Into a Scion of Draco? Into a Leyline Binding. On Tamiyo, huh? Yeah, we take those. That's fantastic. That is a Leyline Binding that's not being put onto my Song of Creation. I wonder if my opponent has seen the storm count on the right-hand side of the screen here. What did they even hit with Ragavan? They hit my Malevolent Rumble? Alright, that sucks, I guess. I think I will put Shifting Woodland into play. It enters untapped because of the breeding pool being a forest. And I believe I'm just going to hold on to everything. If my construct survives, then next turn... Oh, they have Orcish Bowmasters in the main? What the heck? That's not fair. Why are you doing that? I was gonna say that if next turn, if my construct survives, then I'll have the discount for Emery. But I might have to just trade off my construct with this Bowmasters if it attacks. That's very funny, Hydrate. You're probably right. Okay, they finally hit their third land drop. I suppose it is only turn 3, though. Geez, so much has happened, and it's only the beginning of turn 3. They're taking their free poke with the Orc Army token. Was hoping that they would just attack with their Orcish Bowmasters into this face-up Urza Saga. That's a Kavu, huh? Don't like that. Okay, well, I'm going to make my construct now. And I drew the Pyrite Spellbomb. That is a thing that happened. That is definitely a thing that happened. I was planning on grabbing that Pyrite Spellbomb with this Urza Saga, but now I guess I'm going to have to grab Mox Opal instead. And I can cast the Mox Amber. I can play out Emery off of Mox Opal. Mill some cards off of that. Didn't mill anything good. And I can play out this Pyrite Spellbomb. And just play the Scalding Tarn and pass. And if I need to kill something with Pyrite Spellbomb, then I can. And if I don't, then I don't. I think I could attack here, actually. Just with one construct. They can trade with Kavu if they want. I think I would be okay with that, actually. That's one of the reasons I made the attack. That Orcish Bowmasters on the battlefield is just so disgusting. I would have just slammed Song of Creation last turn if that wasn't there. But now I feel like I need to take a little bit of time to set up. Okay, they're swinging in. You need to swing in with more than that, mate. There we go. If they didn't take the trade last turn, then why are they offering it now? Guess they're still thinking about it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, they're exiling the Noxious Revival out of my graveyard, huh? I guess to take a card type, but if you were going to do that, you should take the Urza Saga, I think. Probably doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I will go ahead and trade here. That turns off Ferocious for Stubborn Denial as well. Blade is coming down. That's to be expected. It might just hit Emery. If it does, then that means I can't double Pyrite Spellbomb next turn. Yeah, that sucks. And that means Mox Amber is shut off. Okay, well, I'm just sitting here with this construct in play. I'm gonna go grab Commercial Districts. Kinda could use the red source. Engineered Explosives, huh? They are sitting with a very suspicious single untapped mana in play. I think I'm going to take the EE. They are kind of running out of cards. Go ahead and play out this Misty Rainforest. Grab basic island here. I don't need to do anything else. I'm going to tap this Mox Opal for red. I am going to kill their Orcish Bowmasters. And then I am going to Song of Creation them. See if this does anything. Uh-oh, they have something. They have something. They're paying costs on something. It's green? No. Blue, maybe. There's the Stubborn Denial. All right. Well, I could have played around that if I had done sequencing a little bit differently. I think it's okay, though. I have Shifting Woodland. I can just try again next turn. This deck is great. Just make insane, just obvious bad decisions, and the deck just bails me out. The hero is... Oh, nope, they're not one short because they had another fetch land in play that I wasn't even looking at. So this is a Flage. Flage is coming down now. Which means I need help. Okay, here we go. My construct is dead. My face is going to get cooked. Let's just hope that Ragavan doesn't randomly exile the Grape Shot here. Not actually sure how I would handle that. Okay, they hit an Urza Saga, which I didn't want anyway. All right, I've got to win. Misty Rainforest is a good start, I think. Song of Creation, green, green, whatever, whatever. Okay, let's get started with the chain on Engineered Explosives for 0. Okay, that is some good hits, actually. That's some good hits right there. What do I have in my graveyard? Not much right now, actually. Not much great stuff. I suppose I could put an Emmry on top of the deck. Draw that, cast it with Mox Opal, turn on Mox Amber. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. But those were some really good hits. Noxious Revival and Mishra's Bauble off my first trigger. And I hit another Mox Opal, which is really good. Now I'm just going to cast this Mishra's Bauble into more good stuff. Although the Emmry I did put there, so I guess that doesn't count as just randomly drawing stuff, does it? All right, and now I have 4 zeros in hand. I think I'm going to be okay. Not gonna lie, I think I got a little bit lucky this game. Just hitting perfects off of my first trigger was just, it was so nice. Now I am going to hold control here. I'm going to attempt to counter my own engineered explosives with this Pact of Negation. And then I'm going to pact my pact. And then I'm going to pact my pact again. And then I'm going to pact my pact again. Okay, that was nice. That was fun. I like doing that. Just casual 4 Pact of Negations on the stack. I don't have to pay for any of them. What else do I have in hand? No mana, unfortunately. So it will just have to be cast a couple more spells. And then Grape Shot. And I will win the game with 6 cards in library. Whew, that's really close. Song of Creation really makes you go down to the wire, doesn't it? Well, that felt really strong too. I kind of felt like I was behind. I felt like I was making a couple of mistakes. There was a bit of jockeying with the Urza Saga tokens. And then I just won the game. I will take that. How do I want to play against this deck? Veil of Summer can help against Bowmasters, and it helps against all of their counter spells. So I think I actually want those. Those can get in. What do I want to take out, though? I don't think I want the Mistrized Villages. I think that's going a little bit too deep this time. Noxious Revival is a 0, and I'm kind of hesitant to cut a bunch of those. Pyrite Spellbomb is really good. Haywire Might could get me out of a sticky situation with a Leyline Binding. I feel like it's just the revivals. Maybe not all of them, but maybe like all of them. Mate, I don't know. I don't know how to play this deck. You think I know how to play this deck? Literally just picked it up. Engineered Explosives doesn't seem particularly strong. Like, their stuff just has mana value all over the place. I think I am actually going to side one out. I'll keep this. It's got a Haywire Might in it, which will help against a Leyline Binding. Helps against that, too. And if I just hit, like, a... No, I didn't hit it. But if I hit a Mishra's Bauble or something, then I could have played Haywire Might immediately. And popped it immediately. But instead, I'm just going to play Hedge Maze. Do I want a Malevolent Rumble? No, I kind of just want to naturally draw into lands. Like, I could Rumble next turn, but I think next turn I'd rather just go Saga, Might, Opal, Emery. Play out my stuff. Okay, here comes their turn 2 play. It's a Territorial Kavu off of blue, red, and white. I did find a land. I think I'm just going to continue to make the play that I had described earlier. Haywire Might, Mox Opal, and Emery. And I'm just not going to worry about it too much. I hit an Engineered Explosives off of Emery. I could put that on 2 next turn if I wanted. Not even going to bluff anything here. I'm just going to F6. That's an Arena of Glory on their side. So if they have something like a Scion of Draco that they had just top decked or something, maybe another Kavu, they could actually haste something in here. Taking a hit off of a Kavu right now is going to kind of suck. Wear Tear sucks too. Don't like that. Hitting my Saga and my Might. I gained a little bit of life at least. But losing my land really hurts. Oh, and they exiled the Might from my graveyard, so I can't even recast it with Emery. Oh, that's terrible. And I'm drawing lands. Okay. Well, I think it, unfortunately, is time to fetch out the basic island. And use Emery to cast Engineered Explosives out of my graveyard. Wait, where's my basic island? Oh, it's in the graveyard. All right, well, whatever. I am going to instead fetch Stomping Ground. And I'm going to cast Explosives. Wow, that Wear Tear set me back a lot. The hero still has a ton of cards in hand, too. Oh, they have a Leyline Binding. Oh, that's disgusting. Leyline Binding on the explosives. Yeah, they might be able to successfully tempo me here. They're not even choosing to loot with the Kavu this time. Their hand must be completely stacked. I found a Pyrite Spellbomb. Does that do anything at all? Not really. I think I'm just going to leave it in play. Leave Emery untapped. I could have fetched a Surveil land off of Scalding Tarn, I suppose, and potentially surveilled something to the graveyard that I would want to cast. But I'm kind of inclined to block with Emery this turn. Yeah, they don't need anything. Their hand is fine. Oh, their hand is fine. I am going to surveil off of this Scalding Tarn. Urza Saga. Is that helpful, actually? Yeah, it's kind of helpful. I kind of need the land here. And yeah, I'm going to take the block. I don't think I have an out. Oh, Damping Sphere? Seriously? Jeez. Yeah, Damping Sphere. That hits the play. I'm just gonna concede the game. I don't think I have an out to this. Keeping Urza Saga on top, like, yeah, it was necessary. I need all of these lands. But, geez, that Wear Tear really set me back. So knowing that they have the Damping Spheres, the Leyline Bindings, and the Leyline of the Guild Packs, and all of these creatures, maybe instead of Veil of Summer, I should be bringing in Boomerang Basics. How about that? Just maybe. Here, give me a second. Okay, Veil of Summers are out, Boomerang Basics is in. Okay, I didn't need that many boomerang basics. That is a lot of boomerang basics. Oh, do I even keep this? I think I am going to keep it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely certainly inclined to keep it now. Let's go ahead and boomerang basics that Leyline of the Guild Pact. Beautiful. Leyline start is now no longer a Leyline start. They got Arid Mesa, pass. I have Shifting Woodland that I could play out, or I could just go Scalding Tarn into fetch a Breeding Pool and then play Malevolent Rumble. And I think I'm going to do that. I don't want the Shifting Woodland to just enter tapped for no reason, you know? Let's see if this gets countered for some reason. It doesn't. I'm going to take Emery. Put the rest of that stuff into my graveyard. And I did actually dump the Grape Shot into the graveyard, and I sided out all of my Noxious Revivals. So that means that the only way I have to get that Grape Shot back is with an Endurance. They're just going Wooded Foothills Pass. Not much action from them this game. Maybe they were really relying on that Leyline being in play. Although I feel like if they had a 2-drop, then they could have cast it here, you know? Like this is green, and then this is red for the Territorial Kavu. And they could have also cast a Scion of Draco. What's going on over there? They didn't even have a Damping Sphere or anything like that. Oh, well, I just draw Urza Saga. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I will take an Urza Saga. I accept. This is good for me. And I will cast Emery. They must have some sort of counter magic or like removal or something here. A Mystical Dispute. Some reason to shock in that Steam Vents. Yeah, there's the Mystical Dispute. Mystical Dispute is a card that I do not often see because I play Lantern Control so much, but it's pretty good against blue decks, and it sees play in a lot of sideboards. All right, they've got a Leyline Binding. Are they going to put this on Opal? Yeah, they're putting it on Opal. That's fine. They might have a Flage here. Shocking in a Steam Vents? They certainly have something. Yep, here's Flage. Gonna go ahead and sack that token, make it so they can't gain the life. Yep, you got it. If they have a fetch land, then they could cast Flage next turn. Oh, I just have 4 card types in my graveyard. I can just make Shifting Woodland into whatever I want now. Geez, Shifting Woodland's just so good. And here's the fetch land. I could actually bounce the Flage next turn if I wanted to. I could make a Saga token, make a second token, grab Mox Opal, bounce Flage. That would reset their graveyard that they've worked so hard to stock. That graveyard has 4 fetch lands in it after they crack this Arid Mesa, that is. Ah, here comes Scion of Draco. All right, that's fine. So nothing quite yet. And there's the Damping Sphere. So I can make my creatures into 4/4s if I want. And by if I want, I mean if I create a Urza Saga token and if I fetch something out of the Urza Saga, which I'm going to be doing at least one of those things. Oh, I have another Shifting Woodland, huh? Yeah, I think I want the token. And now I'm going to search my deck for something. Don't know what yet. I think I'm just going to grab Haywire Might. Yeah, that's fine. I could bounce the Leyline Binding. That doesn't really do much, though. I think I'm just going to swing. Yeah, I'm going to swing here. If they trade, then I lose my Construct to Flage next turn. I don't think that's that big of a deal. All right, here comes Flage. Big girl Flage on the way. It's gonna feel so satisfying when I bounce this with Boomerang Basics. Yeah, they're just taking the 3 and putting it straight to my face. I think that's fair. Do I even want to exile Leyline Binding with Haywire Might? Not particularly. Not really in the mood to do that. Yeah, I kind of want to just keep my stuff around. Oh, that was a 0 drop. That was a really good draw. So that means that I can simply do this. And then Boomerang Basics their Flage. And then swing with my 5/5s. They're choosing to chump block. Wow, that's so cool. I love that. So this turn, now they can cast Flage. That would bring them up to 9, and then I kill them. Because even if they take out the Haywire Might, I can just make Shifting Woodland into like a Mox Opal in my graveyard or something. Or I could just exile their Leyline Binding, you know? Okay, second half of the deck is feeling really strong. Urza Saga got their Boomerang Basics. just bouncing whatever the heck I needed it to bounce. That felt good. Keeping them off of their ley line of the guild pack start probably was really important here, actually. Really glad to see that. Let's go ahead and move on to match 3. I'm restarting Magic Online here. I'm really glad that you're having fun with Bowmasters. Yeah, you get to win with combat with them. It's really nice. Oh, let me see if this is actually working or not. I'm just testing the integration system here. Yeah, okay, integration's working. Sometimes the little plugin that I wrote to track how many cards are in my opponent's hand, it breaks sometimes. And I just need to test if it's working before starting up. I thought that Rack Lantern build was very interesting. I don't know how I feel about taking 2 decks and just smashing them together like that. But I also haven't seen the deck in action. And I want to suspend judgment until I can see some evidence of the deck being played by the person who made it. I don't know. I don't know. It confuses me, but I'm also willing to just admit that lots of things confuse me and I might not know what I'm doing. I am on the draw in match 4 versus, or match 3 actually. All right, redoing that. I'm on the draw in match 3 versus Valaking. I don't think I can keep this. It's just got not enough action in it. This one, though, I can keep. I can definitely keep this. I am going to bottom the Pact of Negation, actually, I think. All these other cards are good. Bloodstained Mire pass, huh? Okay, well, I'm going to attempt to do something here. I'm gonna grab a breeding pool, actually. Let's lead on Tamiyo. That just happened. That's beautiful. Love that. So now I just get everything. Oh my goodness, and I hit a Mishra's Bauble, a Haywire Mite, and an Engineered Explosives off that Emery Mill. Yeah, here are my threats. Go. Bloodstained Mire into Raucous Theater for faithless looting in the graveyard, huh? You playing Grixis Reanimator over there, friend? It sure looks like it. Look at that polluted delta. And that is a Forg. They've got a Forg now. I could actually blow up the Forg if I wanted to. Do I want to? Is the question. Do I want to blow up the Forg? It would cost me a Mox Opal out of my hand and an Emery tap. You know what I'm going to do? I am actually going to activate Emery, and I'm going to put it on the engineered explosives. And then I am indeed going to tap this for 2 like that. Oh, I probably should have tapped the Mox Opal. Yeah, I should have tapped the Mox Opal there, huh? I'm not very smart. I am not a very smart Magic player because I could have simply been better and smarter and done this in a way that would have bluffed instead of just silly-brained firing it off on my main phase. Like, I could have... Oh, they're just dumping stuff in the graveyard now, huh? Okay, sure. Like, I could have just played out the engineered explosives off of the Mox Amber and Mox Opal, and then I could have played out another Mox Opal, and then I could have held it open. But I chose not to do that because I'm a very silly dingus. But it looks like we've got an important Oculus that's going to be hitting play here. Yeah, that's an Unearth. Okay, well, I don't like that. My Emery Lurker of the Loch is a Birds of Paradise right now. So if I draw a land, which I didn't, but I think that might be okay. Because now I can just play this Song of Creation. Red, blue, green. Yeah. I can just do this. Recast Mox Opal from my graveyard. I'm gonna keep the new one. And then just fire off this guy. See if this resolves. Nope, that's a Spell Pierce. All right. That sucks. Stuff happens, though. I'm going to hold back this Tamiyo. I'm not going to suicide it into this Oculus. Funny thing is, if I just rip off a Shifting Woodland, then I can try again. Or if I rip off another Song of Creation. Oh, they're persisting me. Oh, that's not good. So Archon of Cruelty is going to hit. I think Tamiyo needs to go, unfortunately. And I'm going to bin the Engineered Explosives. And now I'm really under the gun here. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to be playing that into open blue mana, you know? Although they would have had open blue mana this turn anyway, because they could have just tapped the Raucous Theater instead of tapping the island. Okay, I'm falling behind. Let's see if I can catch up. I actually don't think I can catch up. I think I am out of draws. That would be relevant. Yeah, that's certainly not going to help. All right, well played. I got stuffed. I went for my thing. The opponent had the Spell Pierce. They went for that thing, their thing, and I didn't have Spell Pierce. So they just got to do whatever they wanted. Give me a second. What do I want against an opponent like this? Veil of Summers are good against Counter Magic and Orcish Bowmasters. I don't think that they're going to have a whole lot of permanent hate. So maybe I do actually want the Veil of Summers in. Tormod's Crypt can get in the deck. Pithing Needle, not so much. Haywire Might is bad. Noxious Revival. Oh, that's actually really good. I want to keep those in. I think it's actually the Engineered Explosives that need to come out. And then I can side out like, oh, I don't know. Endurance needs to stay in. Side out a Mishra's Bauble, I guess. Side out a Mox Amber. Yeah. Probably should have taken a, Probably should have taken out a Mox Opal instead, huh? Again, I'm still just experimenting with this. I don't know what I'm doing. Bringing in Boomerang Basics might have been good. But if they Archon me, then I'm kind of just already in the crapper, right? Do I keep this? I don't think I keep this. This hand is non-functional. I can keep this, though. And bottom the Pact of Negation. Just go Misty Rainforest. Grab Basic Island here, I think. Play Tamiyo. Play Tormod's Crypt. Pass. I don't want them thought seizing that Tormod's Crypt out of my hand. All right, we've got a Polluted Delta Pass situation here, it looks like. Well, I have to just play this Commercial District tapped, unfortunately. Mox Opal. Yeah, I kind of want that, I think, actually. Because that lets me go... Ooh, nope. Pirate's Spellbomb, there we go. Because that lets me go next turn Emery into Opal into Rumble. Do I get to swing with Tamiyo or do I not? I do. So I will get to investigate off that as well. That's nice. The hero found a Raucous Theater. Do they get the Entomb off of it? They put a Consigned Memory in the graveyard. What on earth is that? Why are they doing that? Consigned Memory is pretty good against me, isn't it? Oh my god, that's a meltdown. Yeah, you got it. I am going to bomb them in response. Just for the fun of it. You know, playing a deck that is not black means that I can't play Thoughtseizes to check the hero's hand. I think that's probably fine. If I can just overwhelm them, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, like this Emery just milled over a Mox Amber. I can recast the Tormod's Crypt from my graveyard next turn if I need to. Oh, they're fatal pushing my Tamiyo. And they didn't use like a fetch land or something to fatal push the Emery. That's really interesting. Oh yeah, Archon of Cruelty in the graveyard. You can definitely bet that I'm going to be recasting the Tormod's Crypt here. Casting it around Spell Pierce even. Yeah, that just happened. Looks like they're F6, so I'm going to fire off all of my things now. Grab Shifting Woodland. That's fantastic. Play it. And I can actually crack this clue if I want to. I'll do that next turn. Huh, I guess Meltdown doesn't matter that much if you have an Emery that can just recast everything. They've got a Psychic Frog that's going to be able to fly and attack here pretty soon. Yeah, maybe I should have cracked my clue while they had Bowmasters not represented. A Magebane Lizard, huh? Yeah. That's fine. I think my plan this game is not to combo off. I think I'm going to just attempt to beat them down fairly with stuff like Urza Saga. I could actually recast Pyrite Spellbomb here. Is that helpful? I could have Shifting Woodland become a copy of something. Is that helpful? I could fire off Tormod's Crypt now and then recast it with Emery. That would make it so that they can't have Psychic Frog fly. I think that's not helpful. I think I am going to simply start doing things with Emery, and I think it starts with this Pyrite Spellbomb. Okay, that's great. You have the floor, Valaking. Do your worst. They're definitely trying to do something. Why are you firing off this Persist now? I have the Tormod's Crypt. Nope, it just happened. All right, sure. Does that mean that they have... Nope, they didn't have discard Archon into Persist. I feel like that would be something that they fire off at their first main phase. I just got away with it. I think I am actually going to block the Psychic Frog here. I don't really need the Eldrazi spawn around, and I really don't want them to draw a card. Oh, here we go. Maybe I should have fired off the Tormod's Crypt. Gotten rid of the first Archon then, huh? I could Pyrite Spellbomb their Frog, force them to discard a card. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think I'm going to do that. Now, if they have the persist, then it's just going to be the last thing that they do. Because they'll have to discard a card to save the frog. And they will have to cast the persist from hand. Yeah, here we go. That was a very nice tricksy tricks, but I'm not sure how important it actually was. Yeah, they just have to persist, don't they? Oh, there it is. That's disgusting. All right. Well, I have to discard a card. And I'm once again in the garbage. I am just toast here, right? Do I even have... No, I don't have a Song of Creation in my graveyard. I think I'm just dead. Like, I can make a construct. I can absorb a little bit of damage. But I'm taking 5, 8, 11. I'm just going to block a construct and then die. Or block a Magebane Lizard and then die. Yeah, I should have taken an extremely defensive posture here. I should have gone for the second Tormod's Crypt, honestly. Or are they just dumping their entire hand? Am I just dead anyway? I think I'm just dead anyway, because they can just dump the last card in their hand. Because Archon of Cruelty drew them a card. Or they could remove this construct or whatever. I'm going to make them have it, but, you know, it just doesn't matter at this point. Or make them see the line. Because this guy currently is a 5/6. This is a 5/5, so that's 10. They have a card in hand. Yeah, just dump the card. There you go. And that is Xaxes. Well played from the opponent. Very well played. I did not take the conservative line, and I got punished for it. They just had double send Archon into Persist, into Archon, into Persist. Honestly, really good gameplay from them. Let's move on to match 4. I'm on the draw in match 4 versus Gerties. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's got a Song of Creation in it. It's got Urza Saga. Those are 2 things to do already. Malevolent Rumble will find me something else to do, possibly. It doesn't have a turn 1 play, but I think that's all right. Oh, they've got a Devourer of Destiny revealed, huh? This might be the sort of matchup that I need to combo through them. So I am going to be holding on to my Mishra's Baubles here and just trying to count to 4. I can count to 4. I've played Oops All Spells. I know how to count. They sure are taking their sweet time with figuring out what to exile with this, though. Oh, they're definitely on the colorless build. Look at that Mind Stone. Yep, another Mind Stone. Oh my god, is that a Vexing Bauble? Are you serious? Ugh. Yeah, you got it. I am going to keep this Malevolent Rumble on top, actually, mostly because I need colored mana. I need another fetch land or something. So they had a really strong start with that Vexing Bauble off the Mind Stone on turn 1. The Expedition map is going to find them what? An Ugin's Labyrinth, huh? So they are just hard ramping here. Putting all this dust underneath that Labyrinth. Relic of Progenitus. That means that I cannot afford to dump the Grape Shot. Because if I dump the Grape Shot, then they get to exile it with Relic, and I just die. I think I am going to take Mox Opal in this spot, even though they have that Vexing Bauble. Although I did just dump a Haywire Mite, didn't I? All right, yeah, maybe I should have just taken the Haywire Mite, huh? Dealt with the Vexing Bauble that way. Karn the Great Creator. Yep, you got it. It is turn 3. The hero has not played a land, and I am getting Karned and then Pithing Needled. Oh, and they named Urza Saga with the Pithing Needle. That's disgusting. Yeah, I hate that. Especially drawing 3 Urza Sagas. Well, Shifting Woodland can become a copy of Haywire Mite if I really need it to. I could also just grab Endurance and cast it next turn. Oh, but if I did that and I put the Haywire Mite back in my deck, Karn the Great Creator shuts off activating it. So the Vexing Bauble would still be in play. Although I have 3 Urza Sagas. So that means that on 3 different turns, I could fetch out 3 different artifacts, and I could very slowly find a Mox Opal that I can't activate because of Karn anyway. Dang it, come on. I think I'm getting locked out of the game here. All right, we've got an expedition map here. So they don't have much in hand. But these Ugin's labyrinths are eventually going to bring stuff back. I think they can get the, oh, that's a ratchet bomb. Wow, sure. Okay, just taking my spawns. But you don't have like a liquid metal coating or something like that? And I drew a Tamiyo. I don't have a way of putting Haywire Might back into my deck before Urza Saga's trigger resolves. That would give me at least a way to poke this Karn. I could grab Pyrite Spellbomb. I'm not convinced that any of this really matters. I'm going to grab a Mox Amber, I guess. Having that Pithing Needle on Urza Saga really stinks. I think I'm just going to drop Urza Saga number 3. Play out my Tamiyo. And cry a little bit. The hero has certainly done a very good job of slowing my roll. Uh-oh, here comes something nasty. Their last card in hand, it looks like. Here we go. It's a Kozilek's command for 5. They're gonna dig 5 deep into their deck here. I don't like that one bit. They put one on top too, which means that they drew it immediately. Killing my Mox Amber, yeah, whatever. Do I even want to be grabbing stuff out of my deck right now? I think I'm gonna grab Pyrite Spellbomb. I don't want to be plussed on a 0-drop again. Shifting Woodland can come down. I don't have anything to cast. If I can successfully attack Karn this turn, and I can gain access to my 0-drops again, that means I can cast Song of Creation. Oh, God damn it. No. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, my goodness. Yep, you got a Thought-Knot Seer, friend. Tisk tisk. That was great. Come on, take my Endurance or something. No, not that it even matters. Because now Endurance can't attack into Karn. which is what I was trying to do. Yeah, Song of Creation's gone. Okay, Pyrite Spellbomb is now a 1-draw. And I'm going to flash in this Endurance because it's all I can really do right now. Yeah, I'm just going to put my own graveyard into my deck here. Want that Haywire Might back in there. I'll fill it up again eventually. Ugh, jeez. I think I am actually going to grab the Haywire Might. I mean, its activated abilities can't be activated, but still. That Pithing Needle on Urza's Saga. I would have 6 constructs right now. At least 4 constructs. Do I even want to bother attacking Karn? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to bother. Right now, I'm just waiting to die. Just waiting for them to drop a an Ulamog, or perhaps this All Is Dust. Could even just put this Devourer of Destiny into hand and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exile my Endurance, put a 6/6 into play. That seems like a good use of a turn. Or they could just have a Devourer of Destiny in hand already. Oh man, at what point do I just cry uncle and get it over with? Certainly not now, right? Certainly they'll have nothing else, right? Certainly I'll top deck the 5 cards that I need in a row off the top of my deck right now, right? 4th Urza Saga. Okay. You got me. The 4th Urza Saga. I'm done. Pithing Needle on Urza Saga won the game for my opponent here. I could not activate the ability that Urza Saga gained off of Chapter 2, and I had 4 of them. That's fine. I'll admit that I just got locked out of this game, and I'm going to try my best out of the sideboard here. Boomerang Basics seems really good. The Seiju seems really good. Pithing Needle seems really good. Vexing Bauble seems less good. Pyrite Spellbomb, get out. Haywire Might, I think, stays in, though. I think Noxious Revivals can come out again. Yeah, Noxious Revivals can come out. Engineered Explosives seems like a little bit of a liability as well. Although maybe I take like a Mox Opal and a Mox Amber out of the deck. I have no idea. Oh, hi, welcome into chat, Gloria. I don't think I've seen you in Twitch chat before, so if this is your first time, thank you for tuning in. I'm actually on a deck that I usually do not play, but I found this on Bryant Cook's videos and on the Epic Storm, and I was like, oh, that looks like a fun deck. I want to try that out. It's got powerful cards in it. Seems like it would be interesting to play. And so far, it's been really nice. Okay, I am going to take the play here. I am going to keep this hand that has Emery, Lurker of the Loch in it and has a Haywire Mite, I guess. So the Haywire Mite can get rid of a Pithing Needle if I get stuck in that loop again. Although I suppose I'm going to be more facing maybe Trinispheres, maybe Damping... No, not Damping Spheres. Maybe... what's that thing? Disruptor Flutes? That's a card. Yeah, I am enjoying Magic. I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. And thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. What do I want to do here? I think this is just Misty Rainforest, fetch a Breeding Pool. Because this deck is base green-blue. Play out Haywire Mite. Do I play out Mox Amber? Yeah, I think I want to play out Mox Amber, because I don't want to get caught under the thumb of a Vexing Bauble again. And that Mox Amber being out means that... Oh, no, actually, no, it doesn't work. Because even though I have the color or the amount of mana necessary to play Urza Saga into Emery, into Malevolent Rumble, Mox Amber would tap for blue, not green, so I couldn't do that. Oh, I just have the Song of Creation. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll take it. I suppose I'll have my game-winning card in hand. Hopefully, the game-winning card. We'll see. Poke you for one, because I love you. Just a little smooch. Just a little kiss. Just like I'm kissing my sister. No. Dismember. Oh, that's fine. That's great. Yeah, Haywire Mite is dead. And now I just drop this Emery and I get it back. Love that Dismember. Glad I decided to attack first. All right, and they are on turn 2 Mindstone into Expedition map. Do I want to Haywire Mite this Expedition map? I kind of want to Haywire Mite the Expedition map. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to Haywire Mite the Expedition map. Just to keep them off of Tron. Although I also have the ability to create a construct with Urza Saga. And I could just play Mishra's Bauble. I could Pithing Needle the Expedition map. What would that do? I could tap Emery, use Saga to pay for Pithing Needle, and then Malevolent Rumble. I could Malevolent Rumble first, then use the little Duder that I get to cast Pithing Needle. I think I'm going to do that. I don't think I need to be creating a construct right now. Found another Emery. I found a Misty Rainforest. Misty Rainforest allows me to... Oh, no, it doesn't, because I don't have another tapped green source in the deck, right? I was hoping to grab a... Oh, wait, no, I have a Stomping Ground. So I could grab Stomping Ground, and I could use Emery to cast Haywire Mite. And then I could use the green off of the Stomping Ground that I just fetched to exile the Expedition map. And then I could F6. And now I have a Song of Creation in hand. Oh no, I'm gonna get Thought-Knot Seared? No, don't say it's so. Oh, I got Karn the Great Created. All right, I guess that's marginally better, I suppose. I don't actually know if that's better or not. I could have pacted it. Maybe that would have been better than just letting it resolve. It would have taken me my entire next turn, though. Tormod's Crypt. Gonna bomb me, maybe. I am going to create the construct here. I just have nothing else that I'm doing. Only a 2/2, huh? The Pithing Needle is in the graveyard, unfortunately. Otherwise, I probably would have grabbed that. Mox Opal, I guess, for if I am ever able to beat this Karn. Haywire Might is in the graveyard. Well, I'm gonna make them bomb me. Yep, there they go. All right. And now I am on draw a mana source, or bust, I suppose. I could have brought Karn down to 2, which would have meant that they couldn't have done another wish. Suppose I should have thought about that more before just forcing them to pop the bomb, huh? Oh, they just had natural Tron. Oh, of course. If any of you played Lantern or Modern or anything a long time ago, you'll know that when Tron decks have Tron, they just always have Tron. Tron decks always have Tron. That's what they do. They just always have it. Oh my god, it's an Ensnaring Bridge. An honest to goodness Ensnaring Bridge. Play out the last card in your hand, please. Okay, that's a Disruptor Flute. Okay, so Emery now cannot be activated. They have a Vexing Bauble and a Karn in play. I could still theoretically win this. But I would need to do some really insanely cool stuff. I'm gonna attack Karn with my Eldrazi Spawn. It's the only creature I have that can attack. And now they just need to rip a heater off the top of the deck. Ratchet Bomb is a heater. Pop that immediately, deny me my Eldrazi Spawn. Mox Opal's dead. Yeah, I figured that. I could have played Song of Creation last turn, but I now need Song of Creation and enough mana to play out a Grape Shot. And I don't currently have that. Mishra's Bauble to the graveyard, actually. That's a Boseiju. So I can activate Boseiju to destroy an artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. Do I want to actually do that? Or do I want to play Boseiju as a land? Tap Commercial District, Breeding Pool, Eldrazi Spawn, and Boseiju to play Song of Creation, and then have 3 zeros in my hand that I could start a chain with? I think I'm going to do that. I think I am going to do that. Oh, I could have just blown up the ensnaring bridge as well. Dang it. Hadn't even thought about blowing up ensnaring bridge. That would have taken Karn off the table. All right, well, that's fine. My inexperience is just showing as always. But this Song of Creation in play gives me an additional land drop. All of the spells that I play right now are going to be countered. But I think that's okay. That is a Malevolent Rumble. Interesting. And I fizzled. But I have an Urza Saga here now. So I could just fire off this Malevolent Rumble. And then maybe even Pact of Negation it. If I don't find anything good. And I didn't find anything good. Yeah, I'm going to Pact of Negation it. This will get countered by the Vexing Bauble, so that's fine. I don't have to pay on my upkeep. Oh my god. Double Boomerang basics, huh? I could grab an Engineered Explosives and keep going. Oh no! But I hit the Grape Shot off the Malevolent Rumble. Oh no! Oh no, that's terrible. Oh my god. That sucks. Yeah, I should have just blown up the Ensnaring Bridge with Beseiju. What am I thinking? Yeah, that's just me not taking the obvious line right in front of my face. I have a construct in play. Just blow up the dang Beseiju, nerd. Now this Karn is going to grab something, or they're going to rip a heater off the top of the deck, and I'm going to die. I also dumped 2 Boomerang basics into the yard. Oh, they drew in Devourer of Destiny that's going to exile my Song of Creation. That sucks. Okay, is there a way that I can come back from this? Shifting Woodland's going to hit. I could activate Shifting Woodland and copy Song of Creation. But there's not really a point to doing that, because I don't have anything in hand. So I'm just going to admit that I made a mistake and I'm going to pass turn. All right, the hero is going to tutor for another artifact here. A Mystic Forge, huh? Wow, you've got one of those sitting around your sideboard. You got it. Just cast your deck here, friend. Go nuts. Glaring Fleshraker. Yeah, that's fine. Double Glaring Fleshraker off the top of the deck. Oh, I'm so dumb. I've got such the big heckin' silly dumb. All I had to do was use Beseiju in the way that is intended when I sideboarded it in, which is to blow up artifacts. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Mishra's Bauble, I guess. I'm not even going to bother pact and negationing. I'm literally just going to sit here and enjoy the show. Oh yeah, let it happen. I'm taking so much damage off of these glaring Fleshraker pings. They have the mana necessary to do stuff like crack their Mind Stone and stuff too. Expedition map can shuffle their deck. So bricking off of the Mystic Forge is not really that big of a deal. Did they really hit a Kozilek's command? Nope, Chalice of the Void. Sure. I'm at 1. Can you do 1 damage to me? No, you cannot, actually. That's really strange. They should have just cast Chalice for 0. Well, I'm going to play out the card that I have. There we go. That'll do it. All right. Well played, friend. Well played. From the opponent, that is. Oh, I'd already marked this game as a loss, hadn't I? Yeah, I had. I don't know why I kept playing it. So, yeah, if I had played Boseiju properly, maybe I would have had a chance at winning. I could have taken the Karn off the table and would have been able to do some other things, possibly. I just didn't use Boseiju because I'm silly and I don't know how to use the cards that I have. That's all right. I'm going to move on to match 5. I actually took a look at the time, and I am not going to move on to match 5. I have to go get my son from school here pretty soon, and that is a pretty dang hard limit on how long I have to stream. So I am going to wrap this up now. I will record the 5th match for this at some point. Maybe some point tomorrow, maybe some point tonight. I don't know. But I can't do it right now. I'm really sorry about that. But I will be making a video out of this and posting it on the channel just as soon as I can. I made a bunch of changes to how things go, so it should be easier to do and videos should be coming out faster. I am in the process of testing out a new toolchain that I created, and it should be okay. So I am going to wrap up for now. I'm going to record that last match off camera. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. I'm going to put the deck check and all of that in the video and all of that. Again, reminding everyone that this is not my list, that I pulled this list from the Epic Storms YouTube channel. Bryant Cook played a really nice league with a list that looks exactly like this, actually. It's the exact same 75. And I liked it, so I'm playing it now, and I'm learning how all of the cards work, because I'm really bad at playing the game, actually. Why are you here? Okay, I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be doing at least 1 league tomorrow. I had a little bit of a scuffed Lantern League this morning. I might restart that for tomorrow's stream. We'll have to see. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.